We don't dispute that my client was given a forfeiture notice in 1995. She complied with it. There was no problem. But we do dispute where it says that land records show that rent was owed and that she never paid it. That is not true, and we will give you all copies of the receipt that I have here, that my client indeed initially did not pay any rent. She had a misunderstanding as to if she's paying city council tax. She felt that that was all she had to pay, but then they had to explain to her that no, city council tax is different than land tax because you're paying like a rent for a lease. But she paid it, and here is the receipt. We will prove that it was paid. And yes, it was paid after all of this blew up, but nonetheless, the lands department did take the money, and Mr. Pickwoad will be able to speak on this more. But let me just continue in detail. Then the other thing that it says is that permission to mortgage was issued in 1995 in favor of the Belize Bank. And that is true. Belize Bank has a charge on that land. And because the Belize Bank has a charge on that land, they have an interest, which interestingly, Mr. Vallejo says that on October 1st of this year, they sent a notice to both my client and the Belize Bank saying to them that they are being notified that this matter, they will forfeit it. We dispute that terribly. Mr. Pickwoad lives at that address. We have proof that before this year, once at least they sent a letter to that address and it was received. My clients have no reason to lie as to whether they received any notice or not. But we are saying the same way they could have found the address and issued a notice then, they could have issued a notice now. They never got it. But more important, if they even want to think that they're lying for their own ulterior motives, we can give you the letter from the Belize Bank, which the Belize Bank also is disputing with Lands Department what they've done. And in it, the Belize Bank clearly tells them that up to today, they have not been served any notice. So it says, please be informed that at no time since the filing of the charge was the bank informed by you or any other party of any alleged breaches of the lease by Bernadette Pickwoad or that the lease would be cancelled. So is it that Bernadette Pickwoad and her family are lying along with Belize Bank about the Lands Department? And then on that point, the Lands Department says that no, Mr. Vallejos is saying they issued a notice in his press release on the 1st of October. But this is the letter from the Ministry of Natural Resources sent to us by email, and the hard copy will come in the mail, we're told. But I can prove that it comes from the legal counsel from the Ministry of Lands, and it was dated the 18th of December. And in it, Miss Legal Counsel says, a forfeiture notice was issued to Bernadette Pickwoad on the 1st of November 2013. So is she lying or is Mr. Vallejos lying? When was this notice issued?